Many dog owners often ask the question, how often should I feed my dog? Some believe it's best to feed their furry friends once a day, while others think multiple small meals throughout the day is the way to go. Now let's dive into some common misconceptions about dog feeding. One of the most prevalent myths is that dogs should be fed only once a day. While this may seem convenient for busy dog owners, it's not the healthiest choice for our canine companions. Dogs have a faster metabolism than humans, and feeding them only once a day can lead to long periods of hunger, potentially causing them to overeat when food is finally available. This can result in digestive issues and weight gain. Another common misconception is the idea of free feeding or leaving food out all day for dogs to graze on. While this may seem like a good idea, it can lead to overeating and obesity in dogs. Not to mention, it can also contribute to behavioral issues. Dogs that are free-fed may become picky eaters, and they might not appreciate meal times as much as dogs that are fed at specific times. Some dog owners also believe that dogs should be fed the same amount of food regardless of their age or size. But the truth is, a Chihuahua needs a different amount of food than a Great Dane, and a puppy needs a different amount of food than a senior dog. The amount and frequency of feeding should be tailored to the dog's life stage, size, and activity level. Lastly, there's the myth that dogs should be fed the same food every day. While consistency is important, variety is equally crucial. Feeding your dog the same food day in and day out can lead to deficiencies in certain nutrients and an excess in others. Contrary to these popular beliefs, experts advise a different approach to feeding your dog. Veterinarians and dog nutrition experts have spent years studying the best feeding practices for dogs. So what do these experts say about feeding our four-legged companions? Well, first and foremost, they stress the importance of regular feeding schedules. Dogs, like humans, thrive on routine. A consistent feeding schedule helps regulate a dog's digestive system, contributing to overall health. It also helps manage their energy levels throughout the day. Now let's talk about portion control. It's not just about what we feed our dogs, but also how much. Overfeeding can lead to obesity and various health issues like heart disease and diabetes. On the other hand, underfeeding can result in malnutrition. Experts recommend using dog food labels as a starting point, but remember, these are just guidelines. Factors like your dog's age, weight, activity level, and overall health should also be taken into consideration when determining meal portions. Balanced nutrition is another key aspect of dog feeding. Dogs need a diet rich in proteins, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, and minerals to stay healthy. Each of these nutrients plays a vital role. Proteins provide energy and aid in muscle building. Carbohydrates are another source of energy, while fats help absorb vitamins and protect nerve cells. Vitamins and minerals, on the other hand, are critical for various bodily functions. Feeding practices can also influence a dog's behavior. For instance, a dog that's fed at irregular intervals may become anxious or exhibit food-guarding behavior. Regular feeding schedules and portion control can prevent such issues. It's also worth noting that while commercial dog foods are formulated to meet a dog's nutritional needs, some dogs may require dietary supplements. Always consult with a veterinarian before introducing any supplements into your dog's diet. In conclusion, feeding our dogs involves more than just pouring food into a bowl. It's about providing a balanced diet, maintaining a regular feeding schedule, and controlling portion sizes. As we can see, feeding our dogs isn't as simple as just filling up the bowl. So how often should we feed our dogs? Well, it depends on several factors. You might be surprised to learn that the age of your dog plays a significant role in determining its dietary needs. Puppies, for instance, require frequent small meals throughout the day due to their rapid growth and high energy levels. As they mature into adults, typically around 1 year of age, their metabolic rate slows down and so does their feeding frequency. Senior dogs, on the other hand, may require a different diet altogether, often lower in calories but higher in certain nutrients to support their aging bodies. Now let's talk about breed. The size of your dog's breed can greatly influence its diet. Small breeds typically have faster metabolisms and may need more calorie-dense foods. Large breeds, though they eat more in volume, often require food that is less calorie-dense to prevent unhealthy weight gain. Health status is another crucial factor to consider. Dogs with specific health issues such as diabetes, kidney disease, or allergies may require special diets. It's important to consult with a veterinarian to determine the ideal diet for a dog with health concerns. Lastly, let's not forget about a dog's activity level. Just like humans, active dogs burn more calories and thus need more food. For example, a working farm dog will need significantly more food than a small lap dog that spends most of its time indoors. But remember, overfeeding can lead to obesity, which is a common health issue among dogs. It's crucial to strike a balance between feeding enough for your dog's energy needs, but not so much that it leads to unhealthy weight gain. Every dog is an individual, and their dietary needs can greatly vary. It's important to understand your dog's unique needs and adjust their feeding schedule and diet accordingly. Clearly, there isn't a one-size-fits-all answer to the question of how often to feed your dog. Now that we know the factors to consider, let's explore some practical tips on how to feed your dog. First up, establish a regular feeding schedule. Dogs are creatures of habit and thrive on routine. By feeding your furry friend at the same times each day, you're not only training their stomach to expect food, but you're also setting a predictable bathroom schedule. This can be particularly helpful for house training puppies or managing the needs of older dogs. Next, let's talk about portion control. It's easy to overfeed your dog, especially when those puppy eyes are begging for more. However, overfeeding can lead to obesity, which is a serious health concern for dogs. Each dog's needs are different depending on their size, breed, age, and activity level. So consult with your vet to determine the right portion sizes for your dog. And remember, it's okay to say no to those begging eyes sometimes. Choosing high-quality dog food is another crucial aspect of dog feeding. Not all dog foods are created equal. Some are packed with fillers and low-quality ingredients that won't provide the nutrients your dog needs. Look for dog food that lists a source of animal protein like chicken, beef, or fish as the first ingredient. Avoid foods with a long list of artificial additives or byproducts. Now you might be thinking, can I give my dog table scraps? While it's tempting to share your dinner with your four-legged friend, many human foods are harmful to dogs. Foods like chocolate, onions, and grapes can be toxic to dogs, so it's best to stick to dog-specific food and treats. Remember, consistency is key. Changes in diet can lead to digestive issues. So once you've found a high-quality dog food that your dog enjoys and responds well to, try to stick with it. Feeding your dog well isn't just about frequency, it's about quality and consistency too. By focusing on these areas, you're helping to ensure your dog's health, happiness, and longevity. And isn't that what all dog owners strive for? Feeding your dog is a crucial part of their health and happiness. And as we've covered in this video, it's not a one-size-fits-all kind of deal. There are several factors to consider and a few myths to debunk. Firstly, we've shattered some common misconceptions about dog feeding. Contrary to popular belief, dogs don't need to eat the same amount of food as humans. They also don't require a varied diet like we do. Feeding them the same well-balanced meal every day is perfectly fine and can actually help avoid upset tummies. We've also delved into expert advice on dog feeding. Veterinarians and pet nutritionists agree that the frequency of feeding varies depending on your dog's age, health, and lifestyle. As a general rule of thumb, puppies should be fed 3 to 4 times a day, while adult dogs usually do well with 2 meals a day. However, remember that these are just guidelines. Your dog's feeding schedule should be tailored to suit their individual needs and circumstances. This is why it's crucial to consult with your vet, who can provide an optimal feeding plan based on your dog's breed, size, activity level, and overall health. We also discuss the various factors that influence a dog's diet. These include age, breed, weight, health status, and activity level. Understanding these factors can help you provide a diet that supports your dog's health and well-being. Lastly, we've offered some practical tips on dog feeding. Regular measured feeding is key. Overfeeding can lead to obesity and other health problems, while underfeeding can result in malnutrition. High-quality food that provides a balanced diet is also essential. In conclusion, feeding your dog isn't merely about filling their bowl, it's about providing them with the nutrition they need to live a healthy, happy life. Remember, it's not just about how often you feed your dog, but also what and how you feed them. Always consult with your vet to determine the best diet for your furry friend.